Yep. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Step forward. It's okay. Don't be shy. All right, Ian. What's your name?
Amber.
Mark. Nice to meet you. Okay, Amber. He's the one of life's most important questions. See what Amber's response is. Amber, what do you think happens to you after you die?
Wow. That is deep. Not really. Like, I'm not sure I want to think about it. It's not that great, is it? Like, you never know.
How many people around the world do you think die every single day?
I don't know. Like loads. Loads. I don't know.
160,000. So here's the question. If there's a heaven, just if, do you think you're good enough to get through?
I think I live my life well enough to get in there, yeah. But I'm not religious like that to be able to. But I feel like you don't have to be religious. You can just be yourself, be true to yourself, be a good person, you'll get there.
Would you say you're reasonable and open-minded?
Yeah.
This is not about religion, by the way. And if you stick with it to the end, I'll explain why. Okay, there's some things that go that way, but bear with it. Okay, so, as you know, Amber. Okay, Amber. So, if there's a heaven, you think you probably might just scrape in?
Potentially, yeah, maybe, hopefully.
All right, just like you go into a university, there's a criteria what you have to get, you know, to get in. Do you think there's a criteria to get into heaven?
Well, you can't really put like a price on heaven like that, like UCAS points and that. You can't just get into heaven like that. It's like the way you live your life.
Okay. All right. Well, we come at it from the angle of the Bible, okay? And don't forget, it's not about religion. And the Bible says there is a good person test in there to see how good we are, see what happens. Okay, it's called the Ten Commandments. Have you heard of the Ten Commandments?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Can you give me name one?
Jeez.
Start with thou shalt.
Not steal.
There you go, you got one. That's okay. There's a few in there. Okay, so Amber, it's called the good person test. I'll take you through 4 of them, see how good you are. All right? Have you ever told a lie?
Yeah.
Me too. What do you call somebody who tells lies?
A liar.
Have you ever stolen anything, no matter how small it was, when you were down there?
When I was little, yeah.
Okay, me too. More than that. What do you call somebody who steals?
Stealer.
That's an American football team.
A thief.
Yeah, thief, that's it. Me too. Okay, he's the one that got me big time. Have you ever murdered anybody?
No.
Not yet. Okay, it's on camera. That's good. So Jesus raised the bar high. He said if you're angry in your heart at anybody, he sees it as murder in your heart. Have you ever been angry at people?
Yeah. He sees that as murder? Wow.
It's pretty heavy, that one is, yeah. Okay, one more. Have you ever used God's name as a curse word, like OMG?
Yeah.
It's a common one, isn't it? Like if I knew your mum's name, I wouldn't use her name as a curse word, but we use, that name. Okay, so that's called blasphemy. Okay, so by your own admission, you're lying, thieving, blasphemous, murderer at heart, and if God was to judge you by that standard on Judgment Day, would you be guilty or innocent?
Well, now you put it like that, like, I thought I was all right until you put it that way.
I'm going to give you good news in a minute, so hold on.
Okay.
We're all guilty, by the way, okay? So, the Bible says all liars, all thieves, this is not about religion, by the way. The Bible says all thieves, all blasphemers, murderers, idolaters will have their part in the lake of fire, which burns forever and ever. Horrible stuff, okay? If there's a chance that's true. You ever burnt yourself on an iron or anything?
Accidentally, yeah.
Your life stops, doesn't it, to face that burn? Okay, it's terrible. So the good news is this, okay, we're guilty. We're in a courtroom. I'll explain it like this. We're in Birmingham Crown Court, up before the judge for lying, stealing, for murder, for blasphemy. Judge puts a £1 million fine on our lives. We can't pay it. The fine's too high. But then somebody comes into the courtroom and says, Judge, hold on. Before you put your hammer down and sentence Amber, I love her so much. It's cost me everything, but I'm going to pay her courtroom fine. So the judge looks at you and says, you're guilty, Amber, but you're free to go because he's paid your fine. How do you feel towards that person?
Well, they did it, innit? Let them do it. Wait, I know them?
No.
I don't know them. Wow. I don't know, then. It's just,
They know you, but you don't know them.
I don't know.
Well, that's a picture of what Jesus went through 2,000 years ago when he was being whipped and crucified. He was legally paying your courtroom fine based on the laws, the 10 Commandments that are written on our heart, and our conscience bears witness. He paid them because of his love for you. He kept them all perfectly, so that when you face the ultimate judge in heaven, your case can be dismissed based on what he suffered on your behalf, because it should have been us on that whipping post. Okay, so the beautiful thing is on the 3rd day he rose again. to show that death couldn't hold him down. We sin, death holds us down, we die. Jesus rose again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is not about religion. Religion says, I'll explain why. Religion says you've got to do this, you've got to do that, you've got to pray for it, you've got to do this, you've got to do all things that you have to do to try and get right with God. But relationship is what He's come down and done for you. And when Jesus said you must be born again, it comes into your heart. If you acknowledge what He's done for you, that should break your heart. Yeah, there's a lot going on in your mind, I know at the moment. There's a lot of battles, but He's there for you, and it's a relationship. Man will abuse you and reject you and do this and that, but He'll be faithful to you. All right, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, have you got a Bible at home?
Yeah.
When did you last crank it open?
Stumbled upon it by accident.
By accident?
Yeah.
Crank it open because the Lord will speak to you directly through it. It's His love factual story for you. All right, and that's the good news. That's the good person to. Well, that's what you fail, by the way. That's what we all fail. We'll be praying for you, Amber. Thanks for stopping. All right, have a good night.